Hi, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Taurus, we're going to do a mid-month reading for you today. It's for the month of April, mid-April until round about mid-May of 2022. So let's see what's going on for you. We're going to start with 3 initial cards here from the deck of Psychic Tarot of the Heart, or For the Heart, by John Holland. We're starting with 3 cards initially to just get an overview here, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the energies of this and just clarify. And at the end of this, there's going to be an extension if you're interested in that. If it resonates with you, you're so welcome there. So let's see, and then keep out for the competition. It's going to be announced on the 14th of April, so that's very, very soon. Depending on when you listen to this, it might be today, or you might miss it. Okay, we have the first card out, which is Rebuild. It's a tower situation. So what has happened here, Taurus? Rebuilding yourself. And the second card out for Taurus, please. Ooh, and the third. Wow, the World card, Embrace, number 21, with the Throat Chakra. Number 5. So the rebuild is a tower situation. Something has happened in your life that's just sort of, I don't know if it like catches you off guard. Like you something has happened that you have rebuilt yourself from anyway. You're on your way to something better. 16 is sudden shift and sudden changes. So something really happened there. And then we have the World card, which is basically leaving this cycle behind you. So we seem to have just really come back. It's on the table, so it's something that still affects you, or something that you're still growing from or healing from. But this whole World card is so much about leaving something behind, ending this cycle, wrapping up this cycle and moving on into something really, really beautiful, really new. I love this little heart, this golden heart in the center of the earth that has caught roots. It's just growing out everywhere. Together with the Throat Chakra, which is all about authenticity, speaking your truth, walking your talk, like living your most authentic life. This is also about being heard and being understood. A 5 there is overcoming obstacles and headed towards a great opportunity for change here. So this is a really beautiful start. It's a coming back story. It's a surviving. It's a resilient feeling, and just ending that and coming into your most authentic self. And I know, life is sometimes really tough, but at the end of it, it refines you and defines you a little bit more. It just gets into that juicy parts of you that was longing to get out anyway, but maybe you felt, I don't know, the reason for getting there. But it's like sometimes we need that little bit of cracking open in order for us to really start to ask for our most authentic life. Okay, so I love that for you, that you have come back. So we want to clarify this. Can we clarify the rebuilding card here for Taurus, please? Taurus. There you go. Why? Yeah, I can understand that. Very existential questions as you were going through the tower moment, as you were going through something that knocked you over and you rebuilt yourself. You're starting to ask all those why questions, all those, why is this happening? Why did I end up here? What is going on? Could I have done something differently? Is the woulda, coulda, shoulda questions. It's a big existential questions that also leads to the asking of the most empowering, the most beneficial, the most expanded version of yourself. So you might not feel that in the very moment of your breakdown, of your tower moment that you want to rebuild yourself from, but is the greatest questions you can ask. And then we want to have clarification for the World card. So start to shuffle there and start to get into the energies there of the World card. I'm getting a little bit dizzy. So I don't know if someone is like just coming into this new energy and just feeling the strength of the new energies entering your life and the reshaping of your whole energy body can sometimes make you feel a little bit like you're losing your ground, like you're just literally getting a little bit dizzy, so that you sort of have to hold on to something. And that can just be, it can sometimes be a change of perspective. It can be a change of like your world view, your world view, your world view, that makes you also a little bit dizzy. So ground yourself as much as you can, drink water, take your socks off, get out in nature. 5 minutes a day and it's a done deal. It's like so good. Embrace. So why is this here for Taurus, please? How do I find Taurus? World card. So something is taking a little bit of time. So between the Tower moment and the rebuilding of yourself and the existential questions and ending this cycle completely, putting this behind you, either it has taken a really long time, or you just have the feeling that it has taken forever. Like you spend so much time rebuilding yourself, reshaping yourself, healing from this past situation that like you're over it. It feels like you've been here for a bit. So the World card, can we explain that to Taurus, please? Yes, we can. That's it. It's time to go. It's time to leave this behind. And I'm going to read out of the book for that one. 45, 43, 47. This is a bingo, but it wasn't. 46 and 45. 4 and 5, it's interesting because it's a heart. 4 is a heart matter and laying a new foundation for yourself, and the 5 there again about overcoming obstacles. Adding those up, we have a number 9. So you are wrapping something up here. We are wrapping something up here. Time to go. Do you see this is like a little bridge? We're stepping onto that bridge and you're like running on that bridge. There's like a portal situation over there. Leap. Nah. I closed the book. 26. Because it's so fun to look for it again. I got to do it twice. Okay. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you feel like you closed the book on this one. You closed a chapter on this story, and then you need to reopen it, and then you closed it, and then you need to reopen it. So this might be like a situation where it keeps coming back around, or it keeps coming into your thoughts, or it keeps coming up in some way, shape, or form. But like, okay, now it really is time to go. So, essential meaning of this card is endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. Like you milked everything out of the situation. The Oracle's message states, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience this far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in a transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So you're definitely being guided or called away from your present situation. And you feel if you have just stepped out of your past and stepped into this new present situation, you know already that, you know, if you're in a new place and you feel like you already made the transition, trust that, obviously, so that you don't start like, hey, I just moved out of this, like I'm just in this new one. Are you saying that I should move out of that one? Of course not. This is when you are still in your past, whatever brought you to your knees, whatever tower situation this was for you, that you needed to rebuild yourself. Any residue, any lingering thoughts, any past that is coming up, like it's time to leave it behind. The relationship message states it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion, that doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. That's the World card. We're clarifying the World card. If you want something deeper, walk away. Wow, it's very blunt here. Very, very blunt. The prosperity message states, and like, listen, obviously I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you inspiration of what I'm being guided to share with you, right? But sometimes I find that people, they're I don't know, they're going to mediums or they're listening to these tarot readings, and sometimes we'll say something, and because we feel guided to say it, and it's up to you to put that on as a shirt, like to just try it on as a shirt. Does it fit what she's saying right now? Because it might be that 90% fits, and because the 10 last percent that I'm talking about, you're trying to fit it because the 90% fits so well. Like, she's saying all those other things that feels so true, and then she says this thing about I should walk away. So just try it on what it feels like. When I say you should leave this relationship, or you should leave this company or this business or this way of thinking, you should walk away from it. Does that make you feel a little bit of relief? Like, yeah, I know. Or does it want to make does it make you feel like, oh, that was really good. Like, it made me really understand that I do not want to walk away from this. If that was taken away from me, I just really feel it in my heart. Not because of out of fear that you want to cling on to it, or not because you're worried like what the other person is gonna, like, how are they gonna deal with this, and nothing like that. But it's because you feel it in the heart of hearts, like you feel in your heart that no, I should stay here. So often, always listen to your intuition. If someone, whether it's me or another tarot reader or like a medium that is getting like praised beyond anything, that there's telling the truth always, they're not you. I'm not you. Listen to your intuition and what comes up when I'm saying these things, or when someone else is saying something. Does it fit you? Run with it. Does it not? Take your shirt off. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Okay. Prosperity message. This message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. Exactly what we just said. It's not just about the relationship, it's just any situation. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You've finished your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than any you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another one opens. And so it's the World card in a nutshell. It's ending an old cycle, but this is very like blunt. This is very in your face. Like, walk away, leave this alone. There's nothing more to gain here. There's no more experience to be had. There's no more expansion that you can, because sometimes when we're sticking around in a situation that's just really not conducive, is that the word? It's really not beneficial for us to stay in it. We can still expand because of knowing exactly what we don't want to have in this situation, or like you learn so much about what you seriously don't want to have in a relationship or experience in a business situation, whatever. You ask for more. You're expanding on the side of what you now want instead. So there could be like growth like that. But when you've asked enough times, when you're in a restaurant and you've asked so many times, it's a bad analogy because you just feel it in your heart when it's time to go. Just trust that intuition of yours. You know when it's time to go, okay? And then we have the throat chakra. So we're going to just clarify the throat chakra. Why is this here for Taurus, please? Clarifying. Throat. Wow, come to the edge. Okay, I'm actually going to read out the book for that one as well. But come to the edge. This is very much about bearing your soul, taking a leap of faith. But it's really tough to just, it's a throat chakra. It's trying to live the most authentic life as one possibly can. Be the most real with yourself. What do you need in a relationship? What do you need out of a business? What do you have to contribute with? Where are you your best? Like what brings real like quality and quantity even, like but quality for sure to your life and to others? Where are you at your finest, And to try to bring that to the table and to bring that to yourself, like you're worthy of that. So we're going to clarify the 30. We're not clarifying anything, we're reading. 36, 38, 35. Come to the edge. Taurus. Essential meaning of this card is courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. It's a beautiful, the sequence of what's coming here. It's really beautiful. Overcoming fear and accepting a risk. The Oracle's message states, facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's almost like, it's crazy, isn't it? And it's 36. Is not a card that comes after 45. That's 46. So this is 36. But like the way that it's being set up, didn't it just exactly say that in the book, Time to Go? That it feels a little bit risky to get into the unknown. Like, yeah, it feels a little bit scary, but that's the only risk that you're taking right now is to step into something that feels unknown. And then we pick it up here and it says, facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. Or progress, I think you say. It's okay to be afraid. Now I did not sound like him at all. That was not a good impression of him at all. But it sounded a little bit like, and then I'm not going to think of his name. Talk about butchering in a moment. Oh. Never mind. I'm going to drop it. Sorry about that. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You're called to express your true self. With the throat chakra card, you're called to express your true self. This is so beautiful. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. And then the relationship message states, it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. That's again, it's so much about the throat chakra there, to just step into where you're most authentic and most real with yourself. It's important that you speak up, that you voice what you need, state who you are, and say what you hope for. This is not a time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. And I don't know if you're quite there yet. Are you ready to have like another relationship? Or like, are you ready to step into another business? Are you ready to like, just listen to yourself and how much time in between we need here. If you're like more towards the end of this disruption, healing, coming, like letting go of this cycle, and you're so ready to step into something new, or if you just feel a little bit like, I have a little bit more to work on here, like just listen to that intuition of yours. And then we have the prosperity message saying, if ever there was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now. And if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. Amazing. So every card and every message here backs each other up. So it's like it's saying step into the unknown and you're going to be so rewarded for it. It's clear to leave the old cycle here. So I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find there for you, going deeper into the message. So if you're interested in that, 2 links are in the description box. Just read about them and see whatever fits you better. And I hope to see some of you guys there. If not, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out a lot. And even a thumbs up if you like the video. It really helps. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.